Ford Australia have launched the new Ford Transit Custom onto the Australian market. This is the first of a couple more models to come out. The Custom is available as the 290S or the 330L, and so it's a short wheelbase and a long wheelbase. These are 1-tonne vans. Underneath the front is a 2.2 litre Duratorque engine. It puts out 95 kilowatts, but probably more importantly, it has 350 newton metres of torque. At this stage though, it's only available with a 6-speed manual box. It's a really smooth shifting little box, and the entire vehicle is very car-like to drive. The cockpit itself is very car-like to operate. Pricing is in sort of high 30s at the moment, and I think that they're really looking to take on the Hyundai and Toyota stranglehold on this part of the market. Inside you get 6 airbags, so you get thorax protection, curtain airbags, as well as airbags for driver and passenger. It also gets Ford's Sync infotainment system, and interestingly it's also got emergency assist. So if this vehicle's involved in an accident where the airbags are deployed and the fuel pump shuts off, if there's a phone connected to the Bluetooth system, it will automatically dial 000. There's quite a bit of storage around this cab. One of the things I like is actually a little lidded phone holder up on top of the dash. Phone, documents, all that sort of stuff, and it's got a phone charger and USB port in it as well. There's an optional city pack, which is another $1,500. That gives you parking sensors front and rear, gives you a electrochromatic rear vision mirror, which also gives you a parking camera. You also get fog lights, just to make it look pretty. From an exterior point of view, the facelift has definitely made it a lot more attractive vehicle. I mean, we are talking about a white van, but it's probably a more attractive white van than most. All 4 corners of the bumpers are actually quite modular, because these are the bits that get banged into quite a bit in the line of work that this van does, and they're easily taken out and replaced without having to disassemble an entire panel. There is room for 3 adults. Underneath the seats is storage, and there's even a trapdoor through the bulkhead here. So there's a noise cancelling bulkhead between the load area and the cockpit. Underneath is a trapdoor, so if you're carrying long loads like pipes or whatever, they can actually slide through and in under the passenger seats. Barn doors at the back make forklift access quite easy. The side door isn't wide enough to take an Aussie pallet. That's a pretty commonplace thing, especially for a Euro designed van. They're designed for Euro skids, not for Australian sized Shep pallets. On the road, very quiet. The noise and vibration and harshness and all that sort of stuff has really been quietened down on this thing. On the whole, it's really tight, civilised little package, and it sits on the road nice. It is front wheel drive. The cargo version of the Transit is expected to be launched about June, July this year, and that will bring out rear-wheel drive variants. Load capacities in terms of volume range from 6 cubic metres to 6.8 cubic metres. Clearly the 6 cubic metres is for the smaller 290S. And in the back, there's load protection area has been put down over the steel floor to try and stop the scuffs and everything like that, causing corrosion. There's also 8 tie-down points throughout the load area. On the exterior, you've got fold-in mirrors, so again, in a city environment. The side-mounted indicators have been moved to the bottom, so if anyone does clock the mirrors, it doesn't take out your indicator. Unfortunately, this one's white, and most vans are white, so if you don't want a white van, you're going to have to pay another $385, but then you can actually choose your colour. So one thing I do like is the cup holders. It hasn't got too many cup holders, but there's cup holder just inside the door, but there's also pockets for a 2-litre bottle on either side, and it's not in the door. This is Ford's latest foray into the Australian light commercial vehicle market. It's going to be the first of a few more releases, so we'll wait and see what happens in the future.